I think that we cover it by the record. I think that we should not bite the bait of having to prove Donald Trump is a racist. I think clearly I've known Donald Trump. I've marched on him, and then he tried to be friendly. He's come to my convention. I believe he's a racist, but that's not what we have to prove. Just look at his record. He has always race baited. He started with the Central Park five innocent young men in New York. He called for the death penalty. Well, has he ever called for the death penalty for anybody else? His political career started by saying a black man was not a real American. He was born in Kenya. Birtherism. Has he questioned even Joe Biden's birthplace? I mean, everything about race, he's always race baited against blacks. So all you got to do is look at his record. And I've said to any of those that support him, show me where he was on the right side of any race issue. We forget. This is the man that said when we saw the march in Charlottesville, where they were saying things to protect a Confederate statue, Robert E. Lee, and saying anti-Semitic things. He said there fired people on both sides. He was the president, sitting in the White House, president, during George Floyd, probably the biggest race case of our time. What did he say about George Floyd? Oh, I'm sorry. He had them clear the protesters from in front of the church, held up a Bible, and condemned the protesters. Never even tried to say anything about police reform. So if the record is, Sotomayor said it about the other kid, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. I believe he's a racist, but you don't have to believe that. Just believe you're against one that's always on the wrong side of racial policies and racial legislation. And I don't believe everybody that votes for him is a racist, but I believe every racist votes for Donald Trump.
What do you mean?
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit is on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we're going to a deep, detailed dive in the politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
I am Tony, the number one soul brother, and welcome to the Tuesday night live stream, where it might get epic tonight. It might get epic tonight because I got some things I got to get off my chest here. And what's up to all my people on TikTok? I know I set it off earlier, and we're going to get into that in a minute.
Yeah, now, tons and tons of shit to get into. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Trump at a motherfucking a church. Labeled a black church. That one. We definitely going to get deep into that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's so much to get into. We got immigration for sure. Everybody forgetting about. But welcome everybody. If you're new here, you don't know what to expect. If you've been here before, you know. We hunting magas and coons. Magas and coons. Welcome though. Even you magas, because we got information for you too. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
What's been going on with you?
Oh, same old shit. But you know, today I got to get it in this off the break. Today I put a little almost 2-minute video out, and MAGA done lost their damn mind on me. Oh my God! They done called me a liar, a disgrace. Told me I should go sit down. Y'all can't handle the truth. The man was sitting in a church on Saturday. He was sitting in the church. This mic ain't on. Lying his ass off. when his lies get pointed out, it seems to be a problem. He say he gave more money to HBCUs than anybody, which is a lie. Because for one, in his budget, he cut out funding for HBCUs. It was two Congress people that got it, that basically forced him to put the shit back in. And what he gave was no more than what every other president has given HBCUs. 900 and some million, something like that.
No, tomorrow Trump.
Yeah.
250 million. 250 million.
Oh, he had 250 million? 250 million, okay. Compared to 16 billion. 16 billion would it be from the Biden administration? Okay. He want to claim that he capped insulin at $35 a month. Another damn lie. Another damn lie. Insulin was capped at $35 a month under President Biden as part of the Inflation Reduction Act.
Hold on. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I need you to
you want to go back?
refresh that.
Okay, let's refresh this again. Look at MAGA. Our man Trump sit up there on Saturday in a black church.
Oh my God.
In a black church, people. And lied his ass off. Just lied. And when I pointed it out today, I put a little video out. MAGA lost their damn mind. It's what Democrats do. You know, they upset when they do some shit like this. He need to go sit his ass down. He don't know what he's talking about. He's a disgrace. You see, look at these damn Democrats. And I've been called everything, all kind of liars. I'm ignorant, don't know what I'm talking about. Look, like I told y'all on TikTok today, I don't put shit out there, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You dig? When Trump say he gave more money to HBCUs than anybody, he's a damn lie. He gave no more than every other president gave. And he was forced to do that because he cut it out his budget. Under the Biden administration, HBCUs have been given a record. A record. Let's keep your ear on the word record. A record, a historic record of $16 billion so far. $16 billion so far.
Oh, let's explain something
explain
here.
That.
Let's explain something here.
Come on, get him right.
Trump,
Get him right.
He want to say he gave the most ever, right? $250 million, right? But the problem is only 80 million go to black people.
Mm-hmm.
Where the rest of it go to Hispanics, Asians.
Mm-hmm.
They go around, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But when you say 250 million, it is not applying to us.
No.
All that didn't come to us.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, it didn't.
When you say 16 with a B, that applied to us. You know what I'm saying? That was a big difference.
Right. Then he going around telling this other lie that it was him who capped insulin at $35 a month. That's not a lie. That's a goddamn lie. Sure. Because it was done under Biden as part of the Inflation Reduction Act. In which every Republican voted against. Okay, yeah, let's get some remembrance on that. Okay, y'all want some more receipts? Okay, black unemployment. My man got out there and said he does more for black people than anybody. He said he presided over a record of black unemployment. Now I'll give him his due on that one. It was when he was in office, it was a record. But guess what? That record was broken. That record was broken in 2023 with an all-time record of 4.8% black unemployment. You don't have to believe me. Go check the facts.
So hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, right here is a technical thing here. Now, when he say he did the most in history for black people, and he had record unemployment rate for black people, you gotta give it to him. When that was that at the time, that was a record.
Okay.
Now that's not how they wording it, which is key to black people.
Which is key.
They're not wording it like that. They wording it as if he presided over the history, and then that's it. He got the best unemployment for black people. It's not true.
It's not true. Because let's get one thing straight. When Biden took over from Trump, black unemployment was 9.3%. So now, 4.8, 9.3, that's a big damn difference.
That's the key. That's the key. That's the key. You gotta stay with.
That's a big difference, ain't it?
Now, when he brought it down, it was, you gotta realize us black people, our shit always high. Yeah. So when it was at 9, it was a record. But when you start talking about fours,
4.
That's just crazy shit.
1, 2, 3,
so
4.
When you can't deny he did that, whatever happens,
4.
That happened, right?
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, if you like that, you gotta like what Biden did by quadrupling that. Yeah,
you got to love it. Okay, now let's talk about black poverty. Under Trump, it was 18.8%. Okay, cool. Hey, nothing wrong with that in the world. But under Biden, another all-time low, 17%. 17 whole percent. But
and it's another thing we gotta let everybody understand. When Trump came in, he was riding on Obama economy.
Yes, did he try to take credit for
before he did anything?
Before he economy that he fixed that Bush fucked up.
So when Trump come in, he was coming in. Obama had the joint laid out. It was already prosperous. It was already going up. So before he can lay his policy out, before he can do anything as president, those numbers was ticking up without his help, right? So cool. He want to take. He want to say it is something he did. Cool. Even though me and you know nothing he did that. In fact, the first thing this idiot did was give tax cuts to the richest Americans on earth.
Now, why could he do that? Why was he able to do that when he came into office? Why? Because of what the policies of Obama and Biden, what Obama and Biden did to straighten out a lot of shit that was messed up from the Bush administration that allowed him to do that. And don't it sound familiar that when one Mr. William Jefferson Bill Clinton did the same thing and straightened out the economy that was fucked up from 12 years of Reagan Bush and left us a surplus, what do? They go in and immediately gave a tax break to the rich. And what happened? Talking about, well, they're going to create jobs. They don't create nothing. It's going to trickle down. No, they don't. It's going in their pockets.
That's important right there. Let's stay right there for a minute.
Yeah.
Because, all right, we talking about Clinton. He comes in. Now, Trump say he did the most for black people.
No.
Now, if you didn't stop segregation, if you didn't stop slavery, you last on the list.
You ain't did shit.
You can stop it, bro. Now, let's get into that then. Let's say Clinton. Clinton was the first politician to insert black people into prominent roles in government. Before that, people wasn't doing it. He made it a conscious effort to put black people in his positions in his cabinet. He was the first politician to make an effort of that.
I can live with that.
So that alone plant seeds for the black culture for whoever those people were for the future. He also did almost from the beginning turned the talk around the country to black culture and what their needs were. He was the first politician to do that. Period. No politician, Reagan, none of them even talk about our issues. He was the first one. Then you want to slide into Obama. Affordable Care Act. Now, anything you did as president, you orange demon, can you say it was better than the Affordable Care Act?
Nope.
So that alone pulled African American black motherfuckers out of poverty. Just that. So when we go over Trump history here, as he president, these things don't align with facts.
Nope.
At all. It don't even touch him.
Nope.
So when he run around and say, I'm the best, I did the best for black Americans. In history, though, me and your man here, the number one soul brother, already gonna tell you, if he wasn't involved with slavery and motherfucking Jim Crow, he talking crazy out his fucking side of his neck. And he wasn't involved with any one of those. Oh, he wasn't. Was he?
Nope.
He old enough now.
Nope.
He wasn't, though.
Look at it.
In fact, at that time, him and his father was saying, fuck you, black people, you can't even rip my shit.
Yep.
Go ahead, my guy.
Now look here. I don't mind getting into a back and forth with you Magites. I don't mind it. It makes my day. But if you're going to if you're going to dispute what I have to say and do it in a funky, nasty way, then I ain't for that, because I only pointed out what the dude said. This is what he said out of his mouth. Now, y'all seem to have a problem with when people call this man out on his lies. Now, doing my research, as I always do, I always check shit out, right? And this is fact, not fiction. It was actually done.
Did you say that? Fact, not fiction.
Facts, not fiction.
That's key.
I got this. It was printed in the Washington Post and CNN, other places. It was done by factcheck.com. During this dude's 4-year presidency, in 4 years, this dude had 30,573 false or misleading claims in 4 years in the White House. 30,573. If you think I'm wrong, look it up. Then come back and get back with me.
That's a lot, damn.
That's a fucking lot of lies. That's a lot of lies, falsehoods, misleading statements, falsehoods, whatever you want to call them.
At that point, you just lose at the lip.
You just don't get, you just say anything. And you got, and look, if this to you maggots, if you believe that Trump is in your heart is best for your life and the country, I'll disagree with you, but it's your right to say that and your right to feel that. But how can you run around spreading the lies of a man who lied over 30,573 falsehoods he put together, or he put out his mouth when he was in the White House? You got to check if the dude, if he look outside on a sunny day and he tell you that the sky is blue, you got to check behind this motherfucker. That's how much he lied.
Now look, you just heard one thing about when a motherfucker lie So the point that you in the thousands is like, bro, you're a fucking piece of shit liar. Period.
No.
It's like black people in general. You don't need 4,000 lies to know this bitch ass nigga's a liar.
Yeah, that's
like what the fuck?
It's not thousands, it's tens of thousands.
It's just I'm talking about in the black man vision is like you don't need 1,000 fucking lies to know somebody's a fucking liar.
And I know some lying motherfuckers.
And I don't even think they run that count up that high.
No, I know some lying motherfuckers.
Crackheads don't run the count up that damn high.
Fuck no.
God damn. You know, crackhead status when you get the line 40, 10, 10,000 times. Crackheads don't even get a chance to lie that much. Dope fiends don't get a chance to lie that goddamn much.
No.
God damn.
But this is the thing about that. The thing about that is this.
Those are facts too.
And
he lied
facts.
that much.
That's facts. I
Magas.
tell you, I told
this
you,
is open for all magas.
I'm coming with receipts.
All magas.
Coming with receipts. And one motherfucker over there told me that I can Google it. And I'm telling you back, Google it. Google it. And you'll find out I'm not lying. But this is the thing. If you support a man that don't have enough respect for you to tell you the truth about anything, he don't tell you the truth about nothing, and he asks you to follow him, and you people are ignorant enough to follow this dude blindly, knowing he is a lying, sexual assaulting, racist, document stealing, convicted felon.
That case is going on as we speak.
Mofo.
So you MAGA asses. Now at this point, we talking about all MAGAs now. We ain't talking about black MAGAs no more. We expanding this damn thing to all motherfucking MAGAs. Because at this point, you are a fucking racist. I don't like people be on TV be like, all right, but your voters, like Al Sharpton just said before we started. Yeah, Trump a racist, his friends are racist, but I don't want to call his voters a racist. No, I am.
Yeah.
They are fucking racist. If you pick up the level, if you run your fucking mouth and say you love Trump and you vote for him, you are fucking racist or a racist sympathizer at the very fucking least, bro.
And you're right about that. You're right about that in this respect. And this is the only respect for real.
Look at this shit.
You are guilty by association.
No, you reaching out and putting somebody in power. You voting for a redneck pig.
Yes.
After you know that's who he is, and if you black, you should just be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, no, I'm gonna get on that.
You should be a fucking shame of yourself. First of all, we got MAGAs that we. First of all, we got a MAGA to come on here, right? So he put a lot of shit on his fucking Instagram, right?
Right.
So he puts his Instagram out. Oh, Trump is fucking going to fucking church and Biden don't go. All right. First of all, Biden was at a black church. We're gonna get that in a minute.
About 3 weeks ago.
But the point is, I need you as black people. I know you smarter than this, black MAGAs. I know you smarter. In the end, I really don't think y'all this fucking dumb, right? Where Trump can come in some motherfucking church that's so-called supposed to be the black church.
It was.
Fill it with a bunch of crackers. And you think you can post some shit saying, hey, Trump in the black church. And you don't feel any type of way as a black man to look at the picture and say,
something
all right,
wrong here.
Come on, what are we doing though, Trump? Like, I'm your man, you my man and all that, but why you doing in a black church and everybody white? How did that happen? How did that even happen?
That was the video I put out today. The video that I put out today was pointing that out. That it was basically, where the black people at? And just like right after I looked at, I watched the video of Roland Martin breaking it down too, which Roland Martin basically said the same thing I said. Where the black people at? He counted it. He said it was something like 20 black people in there.
I don't even think it was that fucking many.
Right.
And then let's talk about the black people that was actually fucking there. One bitch that was there was, guess who? The coon herself, Popeye's bitch.
Oh, the chick from Chick-fil-A? Oh, I knew she was there.
And you know what? She bring as many black people as she can for these events.
Yes, she does. And she probably brought all
And those are the black people. And then on top of that, she's in fucking Atlanta, Georgia, as a motherfucking MAGA, whatever the fuck, headquarters, whatever the fuck she doing in Atlanta. What the fuck is she doing in Detroit? Trying to stage some bullshit for black people to post on this. Trump in them up. Oh, bruh. And another fucking thing. I have a problem with the shade room, bruh. When your ass is fucking hip hop, and every time I fucking look at your post, it's some shit sucking Trump ass.
That's what they do.
And it's like the shade room. If I dig in your motherfucking shit here and find out crackers are fucking supporting you, I'm gonna have a problem.
They probably are.
Which brings us to this whole fucking get up. I'm gonna let Trump talk a little bit, and then me and my man gonna fire this shit up again.
Okay, is that passed? I'm about to fire his ass up.
Everybody gets fired the fuck up this evening.
I'm like,
and let's not forget about this Atlanta hoe that's in Detroit now, supposed to be the Popeyes bitch that just happened to be at Popeyes, but just happened to be at the church too. Fuck out of here.
And we'll also support, which is very important for your community, universal school choice. It's so important.
Right.
So with all of that, I want to just say that it's Carlos and everybody. It's been an honor to be here. It's an incredible place. I have a lot of friends here, and we're going to do things. We're going to bring back the auto industry. The best thing we can do is
Whoa, stop right there.
Stop, please.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there.
Don't do that.
He says he want to bring back the auto industry. Guess what?
Don't do that.
Obama already did that. It's been done.
Already did that. And
the fact that he's talking about it mean, what are you talking about, bruh?
And what Obama did with the auto industry, that when he did the auto bailout, which a lot of people didn't want to do, but they did the auto bailout. He basically, him and Joe Biden saved the auto industry. And what happened? They was doing record numbers, especially Ford.
Magas.
Ford and them goddamn pickup trucks. You hillbilly racist motherfuckers run around in.
And each and one of you can come on this podcast right now and debate these receipts ASAP.
Oh,
I'll put the link, wherever you want the link at, in your Gmail, wherever the fuck it goes.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a MAGA and you disagree with any fucking receipt we drop tonight, come on in and talk to us, my guy. If you're a black MAGA, we've been looking for you for a long time. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, we're going to start really being really aggressive to these fucking black MAGAs, because at this point, you're a fucking disgrace. Period.
Oh, we're going to get into that.
You're a fucking disgrace. This bitch ass nigga said he gonna start, and then school choice. Let's talk about that. This bitch ass nigga will say we're gonna talk about school choice, meaning shut down all your schools in your neighborhood ran by the government and bring in all whoever want to fucking bring up a school today, including redneck motherfuckers that want to stop teaching motherfuckers shit. Black history, for one example. Motherfuckers. This is a game they playing. That's why I say when Trump say, not Trump. When Biden say, it wasn't even him. It was Obama, wife, that said when they go high, we go low. Fuck you. We sliding with their asses. We're gonna slide on the ice with these bitch niggas. We are. I don't know about y'all though. But we are ready for the fucking smoke. If you know a MAGA, black MAGA, send them our way. We got a lot to talk about. The race is at stake. Yeah. The motherfucking debates are next week, and we fired the fuck up.
That motherfucker ain't
bring these bitch niggas on. I don't give if they white at this point. If you're a MAGA or if you're a fucking Republican, come holler at your boys. We got shit to talk about. Yeah. ASAP. Yeah, but go ahead. You finish. I got some more to get into.
No, go ahead. Because
because this bitch ass nigga said a lot of dumb shit.
Because it's something
in front of black people.
If you look at what Biden's done, we got rid of NAFTA, the worst trade deal ever made, and we did the USMCA, that's Mexico, Canada, the best trade deal they say ever made in this country. Actually, the trade deal they made with China was just as good or better, but I don't talk about it because of the COVID, what they brought upon the China virus. Has anyone ever heard of the China virus? We want to be as accurate as possible. But we made great trade deals, but USMCA gave us something that was very special. And if you look right now, they're building massive auto plants in Mexico. and they think they're going to build automobiles and they're going to send them into our country and get rid of all your jobs in Michigan and get rid of all your jobs all over the country, your auto jobs. They're building the biggest auto plants anywhere in the world right now in Mexico, fairly close to the border. And let me tell you, those cars aren't coming into this country unless they pay a massive tariff because we want those plants built in.
False.
Let me handle this one real quick.
Oh, go ahead, because I'm about to fire that thing up too. Jeez. Pay attention, MAGA, black MAGAs, or whoever the fuck you are. We receipt night this night, motherfucker.
I got a receipt for you right here. You talk about NAFTA and the USMCA or whatever it was. And people go around want to blame Biden for the inflation and the price of this, that, and the third, especially goods from coming from China. I want to tell you why right now. And if you think I'm lying, check it out. If I'm wrong, get me right. The reason that we have the high prices, especially goods that come overseas and especially China, is because of them dumbass tariffs that Trump imposed on China. When goods from China comes into this country now, they impose 100% tariffs. Do you know that what happened was China jacked up the prices on shit? So in turn, the merchants had to pay more. And when the merchants pay more, who pays more? Who got to cover that? The consumer. See, these dumb motherfuckers are around to cause the shit, but they're never around for the effect of the shit that they cause. And then when the effect happens of the shit they cause, oh, they want to blame it on the next man. Oh, it's because of him. No. He went and got into a trade war with China. Didn't know that the stupid shit he was doing was going to come back on the consumer.
Exactly.
As it always does. He could get out here and run his mouth. I did this to China. China did this. China did that. I did this. Yeah, but in the end, who pays? The little man. And if you think I'm lying, check. It goes back. These highest prices, this inflation, especially on goods that come overseas for this country, for the countries that Trump wanted to get into a trade war with, and he imposed all these tariffs. Yes, when he imposed the tariffs, they had to pay, and they jacked up the fucking prices. When them prices got jacked up, your merchants had to pay more, therefore the consumers pay more. But you know, it glossed that shit over.
Not only that, the whole basis of the motherfucking him sitting there and talking is the part that really burns me the fuck up, right? You got a fucking pastor that gonna bring him in the motherfucker.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards because we've helped.
That's not even the problem. It's like bring presidents in, cool. People running for president, cool. But if you're gonna bring them in, it's black issues should be at the front of the table. Right?
Don't get to that.
It should be straight black issues, not just talking about bullshit. Coming in my motherfucking congregation cussing, talking about hell this and hell that, and talking about all black motherfucking cities a piece of trash. So because then your bitch ass pastor, your bitch ass sitting there, and you Florida, whatever the fuck I forgot your name, your bitch ass nigga, your Jim Crow was better for us back then, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, Byron Donalds.
You want to sit up there and y'all niggas are so much of a fucking minstrel show. It's fucking crazy, bruh. I need to find out what this bitch name that's beside him too. Smiling at all this garbage.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that happened.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all motherfuckers, bruh? Y'all got, I know y'all looking at this podcast thinking, God damn, they animated tonight. Yeah. There's a lot of bullshit going on that's really under my fucking skin.
And since you brought the pastor up. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, God damn it, definitely pastor. But one thing everybody gotta be clear is, we want all our black culture to have the right information, to vote, to do anything in life, and that's why we here, right? And the one thing, man, my man have a fault at is we're not YouTubers and we're not live streamers. So therefore, it'd be harder for us to give our message out. So if you watching right now, whatever does that help us get our message out, do that for us. Like, subscribe, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we don't do none of that and we don't come on this joint to be like a YouTube famous type shit. We just want fucking, we just here. We just black motherfuckers trying to get this information out, bro. And we don't clash with any bitch ass niggas that's a fucking coon or fucking sympathizers to racist pigs. Like this fool right here that runs motherfucking turning USA, who fucking set this up, who set the Popeye shit up. I left a message to a MAGA motherfucker earlier, just like you. And I'm telling them that a racist pig runs the Blexit, runs this fucking shit that just got set up. They gonna tell me it's fake news. No, let's get into the facts of this pig here was the one that said he don't want to get on a plane if it's a black motherfucker flying that bitch. Him.
Throw his ass off.
Him. Turning Points USA.
Walk, motherfucker, walk.
That fucking fund the fucking Popeye shit, and fund the Miss Lady that going all over the place that's supposed to be in Atlanta, Nancy, and Detroit.
No.
He funds this. He's a red cracker that's playing with your dumbass minds. And me personally, I know y'all smarter than this. I really don't think y'all black Maccas are this fucking dumb to be this manipulated by racist pigs like this, and maybe people overseas that fund money to people like this to keep telling you dumbass shit to make you believe that the people that in the fucking your camp are your enemies, and then whole time he's the pig that would tell you he don't want to get on a plane with a black man on it that's flying it. Really? That in general is racist. When you tell me that Trump might be in trouble when he go in the motherfucking appeal court because there's black ladies there, I love those. You know what I'm saying? That's racist. Period. And these crackers don't even know when they racist. So this right here is what black people are running behind. Blexit. Him. You want to run behind this racist pig. I ain't gonna play no more. I'm gonna let you go before I play this more of an orange demon pig shit.
Let me. All right.
Real facts.
People like that. I'm concerned about dumbasses like him, but I'm not worried because I can see him coming a mile away. The ones that concern me are the ones you can't see coming. Like this pastor, Lorenzo Sewell. Now I want to get something straight before I get into it. This wasn't no spur of the moment thing, just like the Chick-fil-A thing wasn't spur of the moment thing. This man has Secret Service protection. So this was weeks. Planning was weeks in advance because they have to, that not only do they have to sweep the church and do security on the church and wherever he's going to be, they do is in that whole area. It's in about a mile or two radius or whatever. So that takes time. So this was weeks in the planning. So they knew. That's how they knew that they had to ship all them MAGA people in. They had to bust all them white people in to sit up in that church and try to fill it out because they knew. And this was me and you that got into an argument before about him peeling off black votes. That shows you right there, because if the people in that community, and better yet, Pastor Lorenzo Sewell, you could not get people in the community in there. But was even worse, you could not get people in your congregation to come. That's why they had to ship people in.
Let's talk about that. So if you go to a church every Sunday and out the blue, the pastor come to you and be like, all right, Donald Trump will come in this Sunday. You don't show up, right? You be like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but we ain't coming to this. All right. So I know it's a big thing when he brought that shit up to people, right?
Yeah.
Now, the following week when Trump gone, out of his mind, he on some other shit, don't give a fuck about you. Do you think somebody gonna put something in that thing you pass around?
No.
Let's get on that.
He gonna lose.
As black people, there's no way in the fuck we're gonna give you money after you did that. Correct. So you're gonna pass this thing around, and we're gonna look at you like boo-boo the fool, like what? You think black people gonna fund you what you just did yesterday or last week?
No.
And say his name again so everybody can understand.
His name is Lorenzo Sewell.
Keep his name in your mind out this joint. He the next coon.
He not only losing a lot of support, he lost a lot. I believe that he's lost a lot of support, being that nobody, especially nobody from the congregation, showed up. And so that already shows you that he had no stroke in the community either.
Not no shit like that.
Because when you have to bring people in, and it's not that many white people in the city of Detroit, which is a black city, that going to an inner city church. Wrong. That's not happening. So you was wrong then. Now, if you wanted to save yourself, so to speak, when you talk, you could have challenged the dude on something. You didn't challenge him on nothing.
No.
He sit there and said, we're going to save the auto industry. He said that.
It's deep in
Detroit.
Hey, it's Kunta Kinte.
It's deeper than that.
He said that in Detroit. That we're going to save the auto industry. You in Detroit, you know the auto industry is doing gangbusters. You know this. Challenge him on him. When he said what he said about giving money to HBCUs, challenge him on it. You know the facts. But what pissed me off with this dude even more, and this is the thing that pissed me off, I don't want to call the pastor motherfucker, but this motherfucker here really pissed me off. When he sit there and say, President Biden, no, he said, Barack Obama never came to the hood. President Biden went to the big NAACP rally, but he didn't come to the hood. You's a lying son of a bitch. President Biden was just in a black church a few weeks ago. If I'm mistaken, President Biden gave a commencement at a HBCU speech at a HBCU. Wait, it's about a month ago?
It's not even that though. It's bigger than that.
Yeah, but
it's
the point
bigger
is,
than that.
My point is, you sitting here, you not only let this dude lie, you let this dude come into your church and lie. You invited him in your church to lie, but you co-signed the lies, and then you told other lies on top of it.
That's what I mean. It's just deeper than that because, all right, let me explain what I'm saying. Because Lorenzo opened his church to Trump, right? And, okay, as that black person standing there, you see things being staged around you, right? Now, you seeing people being brought in here you never seen before. You seeing white people being brought in here, filling up your church. You watching motherfuckers being placed here and placed there. You watching black people being brought, that the little bit that's there being placed in certain places. But you, before we get to the fact that this bitch ass orange demon be lying, you sat there and watched that unfold. Knowing that alone is just foul as fuck.
But he was with
like,
it.
If he gonna come in here and no black people be here, okay. It's just empty talk. But then you're gonna let your church be filled with magas and racist fucking pigs in your church to fill it up. You let him disgrace yourself. You let him disgrace your church. For what?
He didn't let him do nothing. He disgraced himself.
The church been soiled,
because
bro.
you
brought racist pigs in there to sit there and clap to a racist
but
in your church.
He was with it.
Disgusting.
He was with it. He helped plan it. They couldn't do that without him.
That's what I'm getting to. That's why I say it's deeper.
They couldn't
They
do
just
that
ask him questions
with him.
Correcting them.
He was with it because he can't look that's why I said it was weeks in the planning. He knew there wasn't nobody from his congregation coming. He knew there wasn't nobody from the community coming. He had to, whoever planned that was planning it. He had to get back with him.
America, USA, trying to point
whoever he had to get back with him and say, I know this. This is a black outreach, but we ain't gonna get them black people. My congregation, they're not coming.
No.
So he had to put it. He had to put something in the ear. Look, man, the people in the community, this is not a his type of community. They're not coming. So we gonna have to get something. Look, it already been put out there, and it's already been proven that they've been busing people into these Trump rallies. They've been paying people. Trump has been paying people to come to his rallies.
Not only, but
so you can't, like I said, the dude, he's a liar. You can't believe nothing. You can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth. Especially
he's a scammer too.
Just like Kellyanne Conway comes out and say Sunday, well, President Biden, where was he at this weekend? President Trump was speaking at a black church to over 8,000 people. Bitches, you crazy. That church party don't fit 800 people, let alone 8,000. You can't believe nothing that comes out of their mouth. And then when they get a buck shuffling Negro like Lorenzo Sewell, that's gonna tap dance for him and gonna jump out there and say shit that he know ain't true, and in the end, he didn't do nothing but make himself known to Fox TV, Fox News, or whatever, because them and Newsmax and that RB, whatever the fuck that people is, they carried it and they tried to pump it up. But then when it got out to the masses, and that was one of the look, when I put that video out today.
Why are you not investing in?
The one comment I kept getting and I kept seeing a lot of comments, and even white people were saying the crowd is all white. Black church, supposed to be black outreach. The crowd is all white, or the crowd is mostly white. That goes to show you that black support that he needs, or he think that he needs, and that people think is going to go flocking to him, especially in the inner cities. Dude, you ain't got it.
Ask me. That's what I'm about to say. Is
you
like,
ain't got it.
The narrative is he peeling off black voters. What's happening? Why you can't get them in the church then? Why you got to bring white people to fill it up? So that sounds dumb. Just why I say this national shit that be going to the media, be having this national these themes and shit. They don't reflect reality, my guy. That shit don't reflect reality. Nobody gives a fuck about this redneck. But they thinking they do. He thinking he is. But when you open up an event with this redneck, nobody shows up. Why? We don't fuck with your orange neck demon ass. What the fuck?
You got a whole lot of polls out right now.
Dumb
and
shit.
I've been saying this. You don't believe the polls to after Labor Day. That's when motherfuckers, that's when election season kick in the high gear after Labor Day. After the conventions, all of that shit, after the holiday, that's when, like I say, it's gonna come a time, and we're gonna get to it in week 1 of the football season, and every commercial is going to be a Senate, a House race, the presidential race. All you're gonna get bombarded with commercials, and it's gonna get down and dirty. But right now, me and you had this argument a couple of times when you said, we was talking about Tim Scott, and you say, well, he got a good he got that story, what do you say, from Cotton Congress or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this shit, and I said, basically, we as black people We know a fraud when we see one. Who was one of the speakers at this black church that didn't get no black people? Tim Scott, Byron Donald, Mr. Jim Crow, the Jim Crow lover. He say he was there. He had black speakers. And I've said it, and I've said it before. Don't go around talking about us. Come talk to us.
And this was at the 180 church, for anybody
The 108
in Detroit.
The 180.
I have a
Well, that's
Miss
about-
purchased me a building that I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that.
What a name.
Some towards the community. I like to give back to the community.
He looking at like
I
crazy.
love the things that you talk about, Trump. I believe that I know you're a stand-up man, and I know you're going to do what you say you're going to do. And I'm
Wait. Let's stop for a minute. What are you talking about? He said he's gonna do what he wants. What are you talking about? Ban abortions, you dumb bitch.
Did that?
What is she talking about?
Thank you. Good job.
Better not see your little motherfucking dumbass looking for abortion anytime soon, either, you motherfucker.
I want to move real quickly. So, Carlos, you're a veteran of our military. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You served and you worked in the postal service for 30 years, and you're also a boxing coach.
Sir.
24 years. I might need to learn something from you.
Come on down.
All right.
Yes,
So, tell us how you're viewing our country right now, and do you have a question for the president?
Yes, I look at how Joe Biden became the president and allowed Afghanistan to collapse and allowed our soldiers to die for it's just, it angers me. And we had a
Wait,
He don't even know. why.
wait. Stop. You bitch ass,
He don't even know what he's.
fucking boot licking, orange demon loving, pig loving. I can go on and on. Bruh, you so mad at something, you don't even know what it is. You mad at
He
it.
don't even matter.
You can't even express it. You can't. What are you talking about? What the fuck did he do with Afghanistan? You're not making no fucking sense at all.
He don't know what he's talking about.
Like what?
president who loved our soldiers and
Wait. He gonna say this fool right here loved the soldiers? The
Didn't he
same
call them
food as
Then he called them suckers and fools.
it's just,
Then he called. Wait a minute.
it just seems serious.
Somebody out there, please get me right if I'm wrong. You said this man loved the soldiers. Did not. This man called them suckers. Did that man not disrespect John McCain, a man who was a POW for this country? You might not like John McCain. You might not like John McCain politics.
Oh my God.
But you have to respect that man for what he did. When that man went over there, they beat the shit out this man. That man was tortured.
The man was president.
Tortured.
They asked the man to go to a memorial. Why should I go there when they died?
Right.
They's a piece of shit.
He said
That's the person that what?
I like what he said. I like the ones that don't get caught or some shit.
I'm confused on these bitch
This
ass
man
niggas, bro.
disrespected. This man disrespected the military and military people to the highest of disrespect.
Top disrespectfulness. Yeah.
Disrespectnicity that you can find.
What?
That's no.
He cut funding to the VA.
No.
Like, what is happening? Are they actually you?
No. They think people stupid.
Bro.
They not stupid. They stupid.
we need to put our president back in office.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, President Trump, please don't allow our soldiers to walk around wearing red high heel shoes.
Stop.
Hey man, this dude was playing. I'm telling you, dude was playing.
Wait a minute. Is that that's not the pastor, is it?
No, that's not the pastor.
Oh my God.
That's not the pastor. Because for one, if the pastor was any good, he wouldn't allow them to disrespect his church. Like he wouldn't allow them to disrespect the house of the
What
Lord
is
like
happening right here?
that. To sit up in the house of God with your hat on, you know, for one, that ain't happening.
And
That
then
ain't supposed to
say,
happen.
what is he talking about?
He say, don't
let
let the
him-
soldiers
what?
run around with red high heel shoes.
Like, you're a black man, right?
Look.
This a racist pig that want to be president. And all you can come up with is don't let the military have people. What?
Look, these people are plants. These people are put there up there to ask these, and they probably are given the questions to ask. They're given the questions to ask.
This just
For
sounded
effect.
real stupid.
That's
Now, at first when I listened to it, I didn't even go in this deep. This starting to sound like this has been staged over the
Staged.
top stage. Like the words coming out of people's mouths have been told for them to say.
But-
Staged. Like
Yeah.
this is over the top.
and
I'm
it's
be
something
honest
else,
with you.
and it's something else.
Red
That you
dresses
didn't-
and
that-
nails? What is
Yeah.
it? What?
It's something else you didn't notice about this whole situation. Earlier in the in that shit, they panned around and showed the crowd, the crowd that was mostly white. And what killed me, man, they didn't roll that lady up in there with a wheelchair. They went and got that woman, put a red shirt on her and rolled her in that wheelchair. That's y'all got a cold mug. But anyway, you notice that after it basically was shown that it wasn't a black crowd and nobody from Detroit or the church came, they never showed that. They never showed that crowd again. And they were not paying that camera around to see the reaction of them white people. Because if that was a black crowd and you had a good amount of black people in that crowd, they would have got video of that crowd every chance they get, especially if they was cheering and hollering, because that would be the propaganda. The propaganda that y'all claim I'm putting out there, that would have been the propaganda that they would be putting out there. Just like I was looking at the video when he say the video, my African American. Oh, that's gonna be in the next video I put out. Y'all ain't like the one that came out today. Y'all damn sure ain't gonna like the next one.
No, thank you so much, Carlos. Mr. President, we have a couple people who have been doing their work in business, restaurants. We have an executive chef with us. Now, he says his steak is excellent. And apparently a bunch of the staff, when they've been here in Detroit, has eaten at his restaurant, and they all come back with rave reviews. But Omar, tell us about all the work you've done here in Detroit, how you came up in Detroit, and then whatever question you have for the president, please.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. And thank you, Detroit, for supporting us.
Detroit's not in your house.
President Trump,
That's
welcome
why
to
the
Detroit.
lady looked over like.
Thank
right?
you very much. Thank you, Omar.
Oh, you see that lady though when he said Detroit? Watch her face, like she gonna look at the crowd like, oh,
Like,
okay.
really?
Restaurants. We have
Really?
an executive chef with us. Now, he says his steak is excellent. And apparently a bunch of the staff,
I'm gonna
when they've
find
been
you
here
on
in
AG.
Detroit,
We'll
has
find all
eaten
y'all.
at his restaurant, and they all come back with rave reviews. But Omar, tell us about all the work you've done here in Detroit, how you came up in Detroit, and then whatever question you have for the
Omar
president,
Mitchell.
please.
Absolutely.
Omar Mitchell.
Thank you for having me. And thank you, Detroit, for supporting us. President Trump, welcome to Detroit.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Omar.
I'm excited to be here with you today, President Trump. I'm a restaurateur and executive chef.
No, stop.
At table number,
It got their names on it, but it got Trump on top.
Them Trump's
Now you see,
them Trump's African Americans.
like, come on, bro. Like your name tag have Trump on it.
2 restaurant downtown Detroit. We are on our way of being a Michelin star restaurant with the help of God and yourself.
I don't know about after this day, but hey, have fun.
I'm successful now, but I started out born and raised on the east side of Detroit and the urban community. I give credit to the urban community because without them, it would never been me. I grew up teaching young kids to push, dream big, work hard. I want our kids today to be dreamers, bigger, so they can achieve more like I did and even more. What will your administration do to ensure young children are given the opportunities and challenges to keep growing?
Hold it right there.
That's my question, but I also want to point out publicly on record that when you were in office, Mr. President Trump, the African American community, the Latino community, the Arabic community, we all soared.
Stop that right there.
Fuck.
Stop that right there.
First of all, I was just about to say, good question. I knew some bullshit was
question.
coming after that, though.
That question was written for him.
What I'm saying is, he actually gave a question.
Yeah, it was a question. It was a question that's written for him.
He wasn't going to answer it.
You see him read. He reading the
That
joint.
was a good question. What you got planned for the black and Hispanic community business wise? That was a good question.
Now,
but then he kept on going with garbage.
Yeah, because whoever wrote that question for him, look, this
So
campaign is a fraud. What?
Hey, said you can ask any question you want, but say this at the end.
Right? They like, look here, look. Come on. We already know, and we know this on both sides. We know this in politics all around. Nobody is up on that. Nobody is up on that dais. Nobody's up on that stage by accident. Nobody's up there by accident. And especially you are asking a presidential candidate who has loose lips. So you're not going to ask him anything. You know damn well whoever was up there and whoever talked was screened, was given what to say, was told what to say. None of this is by accident.
I'm starting to feel like they asked him to ask any question you want, but when you finish your question, say this. Because he springboard off of his question to say, but I do want to say this to you, President. When you was president, black and Latinos soared.
No.
So let's get into that. Soared how? Fucking idiot. Where we soared at?
I don't know.
The lowest unemployment for black in history is now in a year ago.
No.
In history. We're talking about Hispanic too. So soaring means what? Unemployment in general is under 4. So when was he soaring? What's the soaring? Housing. President Biden put out a lot of grants for people to have housing. Small business grants too. People that's got money for grants know what I'm talking about. People who got money for their houses know what the fuck I'm talking about as a black man. What are you talking about, bruh? Help me.
I'm going to tell you what he's talking about. He's talking about what I just told you. What I just told you.
Fuck.
He was told to say that because listen, you gotta. I'm telling you, always listen and look who he included. He said blacks, Latinos who he was trying to build a wall to keep from coming into the country.
The wall. And he gonna round everybody up too when if he become president. Let's forget that.
Okay. We're
gonna get to that in a minute.
You got blacks, Latinos, he building walls, so fuck them Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, this how you knew that question was a fraud and was given to him. He included Arabs.
Don't forget, Turning Point USA, run this thing here.
Let me put my glasses back on.
Let
me put my glasses back on so I can see what I'm saying. Now, he included Arabs. If I'm lunched out wasn't it a Muslim ban put in effect when he motherfucker was in and Arabs are Muslims. Arabs, last I checked, Arabs are Muslims.
Definitely
there's Shiites, there's Sunnis, there's Shiites.
I think it was like his second thing he ever did.
And look, I got it because it's going in my next video. He said, and this is what he said. He said, I, Donald J. Trump, am proposing a ban on Muslims and people from Arab countries until the people in Congress know what the hell is going on.
You can't get no racist in that though.
So
that's over the top racism.
This look. This is some crazy shit because you put he was another plant. You put a black man up there, and this is a black man who went up there and said the top three ethnicities that he got it out for: blacks. Blacks who he want get given the death penalty and can't live in his motherfucker apartment buildings. Latinos who he wants to build a wall so they can't get in, and the ones that's here he wants to round up and send them up out of here.
Immigration, only people that come in is from Poland.
No way to. And Arabs who he want to ban from coming in the country.
If you're black, your country is just shithole piece of shit country.
So they found the black man who they could get that question to, and he actually posed that question. Like I say, we got receipts here, and this is shit that came out his mouth, and shit that he did. This dude said black people, Latinos, and Arabs soared. No, they was gonna soar the fuck out this country, fucking with him.
What is he talking about?
What is he?
I have no idea what he talking about. None of us. We've been doing this podcast 2.5 years. I have no idea what he talking about, bro.
I don't know what he talking about either,
I really don't. For real.
Like I say, people think we stupid.
What do you mean soar? We was in a pandemic first. And that comes down to who the fucking president. For example, we had a motherfucking Bush president. To me, I think Bush was about the dumbest motherfucker before Trump. And look what happened. Katrina. Like, you gotta have people in that motherfucker that at least know what the fuck they doing. Like me personally, if a Republican won, I wouldn't care as long as they was civilized. They know what the fuck they doing.
No, they was competent.
Yeah. Not a motherfucker like Bush and Trump. They get in a boo the fool and shit. Katrina happened. This nigga flies over looking. Like, this motherfucker. I mean, it's like, no.
Right.
These people are dummies, young.
Fast Domino floating down Bourbon Street on the top of a piano. And motherfucker, you just float right over motherfucker.
It's just the dumbest shit, bro. You got one motherfucker, they both good sides. Like, that's a racist pig over here. You gonna say they both the same? No. The shit is dumb, bro. You got people that's so dumb that once they, like, when Republicans run Bush or Trump, that's the irritating shit. Is like, you're not putting nobody that's just least competent to make good decisions, bro, for the whole country. Before we get into the battle of what to do socially, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I never felt comfortable with Bush. I never felt comfortable with Trump. Like, at least put somebody in that bitch that could everybody feel comfortable with first before we debate shit. I'm like, bro, y'all put Trump in there? That nigga's crazy. I woke up every fucking morning thinking, what's the news? Thinking some wild shit about to happen, bro.
Look, that's good. Look, why do you think? Even though we didn't listen to this, we haven't listened to all of it, but most of what we listened to tonight, him talking in the questions.
Oh, we can't go no further. Yeah, this
it's nothing. It's nothing about policy. It's nothing about policy. You came to Detroit. You have came to Detroit.
Piece of shit.
Urban inner city. You came to an inner city, Detroit, and you haven't. Even if nobody showed up. Even if 1-2 people showed up,
that's my point.
You still.
How you let him turn this thing into a
right? You just turn
or white.
Y'all let him do whatever, like, everything he does, and y'all let him turn it into a photo op.
Why?
But that one backfired. That one backfired.
I can understand you bring him in and you hold his feet to the fire, ask him a few questions.
Yeah.
And then if your black people don't want to come, okay, all right. But next week I'll bring Biden. Maybe they'll come. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just fully on just bringing the races in the fucking joint.
You want
Like,
look,
what's wrong with you?
if I'm the pastor of that church and my people,
They going to another church.
First of all, if it was my church, I wouldn't invite him in the first place. And if it was
You gonna
the
sit
fact
down
that he
and
was
ask
coming,
you ask him, you be
I would,
like,
and
Trump.
and
Y'all
when I
think
say,
that's a
but
good
look,
idea?
yeah, I'm like, look, I was contacted by somebody in the Trump campaign, and
Think this shit a good idea?
they want to come.
Fuck no.
They want to come and do They want to do a black outreach at this church. And what do you think about it?
They all said,
probably
fuck no,
did
obviously.
that. Everybody was like, hell no. And then
But if he would, let's
let's
say he would have said, all right, this week here, I'm gonna bring Trump in, but next week I'm getting in touch with Biden so he can come in.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably, if you in there, you'd be like, oh, make sure you get that thing set with Biden first, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't bring this clown in. We already know what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna play us all like some fucking jigaboos.
And see,
ASAP.
I keep saying, look, we can spot a fraud when we see a fraud, we can spot a fraud. That's why I say
he's a bitch.
The shit that Trump
I can't
talk,
stand motherfuckers.
the shit that Trump talk, and the Tim Scotts and all these other coon boogers out here.
Oh, we on your ass though.
Look,
we on your ass. Now, first of all, me and you know that Trump killed the fucking immigration bill.
Yep, because he didn't want to give Biden a win. He said because it was going to win.
These are Biden facts. It's not our fault, bro. It's not our fault. He killed the bill.
He did.
Killing it meaning
he did.
Telling the motherfucking speaker, who's a Republican,
Mike Johnson,
don't put it up and don't vote on it. Tell the rest of the people don't vote on it.
Yep.
So it's done, right?
That's what he
so
did.
what y'all want Biden to do? We asking a clear question here. Let's be serious here. All right. It's a so-called border problem. You have Republicans swimming people around the country, dropping them off and fucking leaving them, which is kidnapping, to be honest with you.
Yes,
they dropping people off, no food, no nothing, and lying to them. So it's a big issue, right?
That's a big
issue.
That's a problem.
You get a bill together with Republicans and say, okay, we work together. You put it up, and they don't want to vote for it. So what that leaves you now, after we worked on this for 6 months, after all of my presidency, we worked on this shit, and we get it together, and then y'all clown ass niggas say y'all won't vote for it. Who does that? Only because that orange demon said it, right? So if he take out pieces of it and say, all right, fuck, I'm just do it executive action then. Piece of that.
Yeah.
He did that. What did that last week? He did something with the boy.
Shit, he did something.
He capped the joint and said 2,500 people. That's it, motherfuckers.
Oh no, he did something.
You can't, no more coming past, right?
Yep.
So he pulling shit out of the bill that supposed to passed and just doing it his fucking self.
Just like he did the day, just like the day it came. I don't know if they announced it or they're going to announce it.
What?
That immigrants.
This is right here. I'm about to play it.
That married
citizens. It was about keeping families together. My dad used to have an expression. He said, Joey, family's about the beginning, middle, and the end. About keeping couples together who are married, where one spouse is a U.S. citizen, the other is undocumented. They've been living in the United States for at least 10 years. These couples have been raising families, sending their kids to church and school, paying taxes, contributing to our country for 10 years or more. All this time, there's fear and uncertainty. We can fix that, and that's what I'm going to do today.
All right.
As you heard the president explain, the new executive actions will shield undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation. It applies to those who've lived in the country for 10 years or more as of yesterday. They will have 3 years to apply for permanent residency. It will also cover any non-citizen children of those immigrants. The president also announced executive action that will allow DACA recipients to receive work visas more quickly if they earn a college degree from a U.S. institution and have an employment offer in a field related.
Okay, it is a lot there.
That's a lot there.
It's a lot. Have earned a degree from a U.S. college. Have an offer of employment in the field related. These are the requirements. So it ain't like you just getting shit. And because, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And on top of that, you have to be, is one joint where you have to be married for more than 10 years to an American citizen. That's another joint. It ain't like it's just a queen sweep of it. You just come in this joint, right? And
they got some hoops to jump through.
And then it's this whole thing is they had a bill. You didn't pass it. Obama had a bill. You didn't pass it. At some point, people got to realize who is at fault in some of this shit. Like, for example, Biden put the bill up as soon as he got in the motherfucking office. Red Orange Demon said no. So you got to put the blame where it's supposed to be. You can't just be like, Biden, you president, your fault. Like, come on, bro. Y'all got to be more like, come the fuck on. This shit. Yeah. And then on top of that, bro, this another joint that skins on the wall for me, right? My son's mother is from another country. She's undocumented, right? As I fucking speak. We've been going through this fucking paper shit. Something I ain't even talk about on this podcast ever. We've been talking about this, going through this paper shit for 15 years now. It cost me out my ass. And she can't do shit. I've been sitting by here hearing Republicans tell me, oh, they can drive cars. They can't do a fucking thing.
No, they can't.
And it costs me for her to just to be here.
Yep.
So it's just a bunch of bullshit, bro. That's something I never expressed. I never even talked about on this podcast, but that's another skin I got on the wall. Immigration. Because I'm tied up in that. And everything he just said goes to me. My girl been in that joint. She has a son he 12. She been here more than 10 years. She been with me and my son for more than 10 years. So she falls in that category automatically. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit. DACA workers, DACA. That shit motherfuckers been going to school all this time. They want to work somewhere. At first, they can't even work after getting this education. Y'all gotta realize some of this shit Republicans want to do is just unnecessary. Like he want to come in and just round up everybody. You feel me? That's a different approach than, all right, people that been here forever, man. Let's get these people on papers. Let's get everybody on papers. Let's stop people coming in from the border. Limit that. Simultaneously doing things. That's what he doing. You feel me? Go ahead.
You know what you're saying that about your situation, your girl's situation. That's something I'm always that we both been saying on this podcast. We're not coming from a perspective of what somebody told us. We bring it from a perspective of what we've done, what we've been through, what we experienced.
Exactly.
It's not no, but somebody told me this, somebody told me that. No, ain't nobody told me shit. And like he said, like my man just said, it's a lot of shit we done been through that we don't talk about on here. There's a lot of shit I done been through and I ain't said I don't talk about on here. They probably never will. But
skins on the wall.
Yeah, when you got skin in the game, shit. It
hits hard. It hits different, bro.
It
trying to tell you.
And look, it should hit different to when a person who's experienced something has tell you something, because they're giving you a bird's eye view. Exactly. They're giving you a view from experience. And if you don't take that, that's why, like the immigration situation hits home for him. That's just like me when President Biden in the Inflation Reduction Act capped insulin at $35 a month. I got ID bracelets right here. Medical ID bracelet says I'm a type 2 diabetic. I take one insulin I take daily. For a month's supply, it costs about $500 a month. I take another one that I take once a week. That's just my shots. That is $1,400 a month. Do the math. That's almost $2,000 a month. If I gotta pay that shit out of my pocket, that's $2,000 a month. That shit like that means something. Shit like that means something to people.
Who's that? What you about to do?
Justice reform. Justice reform.
I couldn't even see you.
I done been in more trouble with the law than the law allow. Damn. But I don't make no bones about it. So I know from experience what the justice system will do to you. I know from experience what happens on the inside.
That's our point. That's why
I know how young black men are warehoused. They're not taught anything. Nothing. They're not given anything to make sure to make sure that when they come out, that they don't go back in. That's why the recidivism rate is the way it is. So when people, come to you with a view from experience, hey, I advise y'all to take it.
That's why I say, like we said, we're not YouTubers, we're not live streamers, we're not used to how to get viewers and all that shit. But one thing we do is we got skins on the wall, bro, and we feel like that is no other podcast that can come to you in politics with skins actually on the wall from every topic that you come up with in politics. It's not a topic you come in politics that me and him that it don't touch us.
Look,
literally, it touches us. Everything from I have a gay daughter, have a gay brother. You feel me? We black. My mother is 70 years old. Social Security is needed. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Like, bruh, immigration, jail,
all of it.
The drugs, like wherever fucking way you go, you looking at people that actually done it and been through it. Literally,
they still going through it.
So, like us personally, like all these other people to be on the internet, we get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to come on the internet and talk about politics, but it's a separation between us and people doing politics that haven't had the skins, but they got the feelings. They feel like they want to solve some of these problems that all this me and my man been through.
But
so I got sympathy for that. I feel like I feel you on that. You feel you want to solve the problems that me and him been through, right? You want to solve some of these issues. I like that. I feel you on that. But you're not coming from a person from experience from these issues. We are. And that's the bigger difference from all that. You know what I'm saying? We give big ups to all these motherfuckers, even you white, that fight for our issues. All these things. Anything you name, we involved, right? So we give big ups to that. But we want to make a clear distinction is we physically and mentally has been through all of that.
Look, we know that by the shit we've been through. And the shit we done seen in the area that we grew up with. It for shit to change in a lot of these black communities, you need investment in those communities. That's what pisses me off about people like Tim Scott, this new clown Byron Donalds.
Oh my God!
And
they gonna
Clarence
make us work
Thomas,
overtime, boy.
And yeah, we can go about this.
Them motherfuckers right there make us work overtime.
Yeah.
Them two. And motherfuckers like him make us work.
But see,
they coming out though. They coming out.
But the thing about it is, they took advantage. They took advantage of everything they trying to kill. Like if it wasn't for affirmative action, Clarence Thomas would never be the fuck where he at. He would have never got to go to school and get the education he got. But yet he want to take it from everybody else. How do you figure, dude?
That's how they do.
That's what burns me up about the black celebrities out here now that's trying to hoodwink you into voting a certain way or not voting at all because it'll protect their pocket. They don't give a fuck about no more about the hood. They'll talk about it. The hood, yeah, man. I grew up, man. We was eating motherfucking sandwiches with no meat. We eating government cheese. Motherfucker, I grew up on government cheese.
Me too.
The government cheese, the peanut butter, the pork, all that shit they gave.
The funny thing is, me and you haven't left.
Fuck no.
That's the funny thing.
Ain't
That would change us, make us different. We ain't left yet. Like when we leave here, we back. We still there.
And I'm telling you, I wouldn't mind some of that government cheese right now because them government cheese make some bomb ass grilled cheese sandwiches.
Grilled cheese joints be on the money.
That motherfucker with that government cheese is some bad motherfuckers. Now,
that's a goddamn show.
That's what we're talking. I remember that. I can go back even further. I remember in 78, 79, when it was a gas shortage, and you can only get gas on even and odd number days, and that went by I think the last number of your license plate number. If it was an even number, you can go on even number days. Yeah, I remember shit sitting in the fucking car early in the morning, my fucking people, and the fucking gas lines were way down the street. Look, people, I ain't gonna tell you how to vote. Yes, you goddamn right. Lie. I'm gonna tell you how to vote. Vote Democrat. Vote Biden, because if Trump get back in there, we fucked.
I do appreciate. We do appreciate everybody that tunes in and subscribe. Please subscribe to us, because I guess that help us or something. Like and all that good stuff. But we appreciate y'all. Man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep coming in and join every week. We're gonna keep laying down the motherfucking facts of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Most black people don't know these facts. They don't know motherfucking Trump had 26 bitches say he tried to rape him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, now he don't know that. Oh,
most people don't know that. So
no, and they don't know that.
We just gonna be here, man. We're gonna be here every week to the end of this shit, fighting magas and coons.
I forgot. See, all this other shit. All this other shit made me forget some other shit. Right. And when you said that about the 26 chicks said he raped them, I forgot. He was on the motherfucking Epstein logs 7 times.
After his son said
he
ain't on the Epstein list, but your father is, you motherfucker.
But your father is, motherfucker, you punk.
Appreciate everybody, man, tuning in, man. Trust and believe, man. We here. If you know a MAGA, black MAGA, bring them, send them to us, bro. We on this internet looking for all MAGAs and coons for sure. Talk to us, and we come with receipts. You know what I'm saying, dog? We just want to talk to y'all. We feel like if we hash this thing out as a black culture, we can move on and prosper. You know what I'm saying, dog? And right now, Democrats is what's best for our black culture, and that's that. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's not even the debate. And that's coming from motherfucker with a lot of skins on the fucking wall. Me and him together. The wall is just filled up with skins.
I'll say this before we get out of here.
It's just a skin wall now. Shit.
And this goes out especially you maggots.
Oh my god,
you mega morons.
Hey, we love our hood.
Yeah, look,
our hoodies too.
Yeah, the hoodies, new hoodies. But look, debate is cool. I don't mind debate.
Oh man, I can't wait. Bring them on. Bring everybody.
Debate is cool. I ain't got a problem with that, because look, you can be on the left. You can be on the right, but the answers are always somewhere in the middle. So debate is not a bad thing. It's when the debate gets personal. And when with this dude, that's Donald Trump and his supporters, everything gets personal. And I don't know how the fuck it got there, but if you say one thing, you a liar. You this, you a disgrace, you all of this. God damn, all I did was point out a motherfucking couple of lies he put out there. I did was point out that he went up in a black church with no black people.
But shouts out to motherfucking Biden, bro. Shouts out to Biden, man, because $16 billion for HBCUs.
God damn right, that's a lot of money.
The motherfucking debt relief from the colleges. And right now, y'all don't know how important this shit he just did today, but that alone relieve a lot of families around America from being deported. It's something that stressed their families out, and y'all don't understand how serious that is. Not only them, my wife, my brother wife is from fucking Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So and we tangled up in the integration for sure. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
there's
that
a
shit
lot of
home.
shit that hit us
Nah,
home.
that's a motherfucker.
And that's why I like doing this podcast with my man here. Because me and him together, we pretty much covers the whole politics joint. We cover this thing, you know what I'm saying, as niggas from the hood. But shout out to everybody, man. Please subscribe to our joint, man. Follow us and like us, man. We just hit. You know what I'm saying? We here as just a shoestring podcast, bro. We not rich like these other motherfuckers. We ain't got no subscribers either. We ain't got no motherfucker. What's them people called that promote your joint and all that shit? And
I got motherfuckers
sponsors. We ain't got sponsors. Yeah, we ain't got none of that shit. So you know what I'm saying, dog? We just hit. And we're gonna fight the fight all the way to the end, whether they pay us or not. You know what I'm saying, dog? Because as y'all heard, skins on the wall for us.
Like my man say, look, we on Facebook. Y'all can hit us up on our Facebook page, Hoodview Politics. We on X at HVP Votes. We on X. We on YouTube. We got all our podcasts on there at Hoodview Politics.
Please check them joints out too. And
we everywhere. We on
Black Lives
Instagram,
Matter.
Hoodview Politics
from UK was on that joint a couple days ago.
Yeah, y'all need to really check that out.
Check that joint out.
But look, we embrace debate, so bring it.
My God.
Look, I ain't about sitting out here arguing with people. I was gonna cuss a couple motherfuckers out, but that ain't cool. But we trying to let y'all know this is serious business. This election right here is serious business.
And that's why we here, bro.
And we got spooks in the house.
Oh, we hunting your asses for sure.
There's spooks in the house.
For sure. We hunting your asses.
And they don't mind if you waste your vote. Oh, and that remind me, I got hit today, and the lady said, and she was talking about how she's Latino, and she said everybody in her house is registered to vote, but they don't feel that their vote counts. And I had to tell her, I hit her back to tell her, like I tell everybody, and y'all done heard me say it on this podcast 1,000 times. Y'all who feel, you out there who feel that your vote don't count, that you don't vote don't mean anything, I'm here to tell you that if your vote doesn't mean anything, and if it doesn't count, why are they trying so hard to take it from you and not let you use it?
Another thing is, you gotta realize when Hillary and Trump ran, it came down to, and Biden, it came down to 2-3 states and about 5,000-10,000 votes. So that tell you alone your vote count, period. Because that's what it comes down to in an electoral college, that your vote, if you're in Michigan right now, you think, man, my vote don't count. If you go out and vote right now, it's early voting too for anybody out there.
Yeah.
If you go out and vote right now, you will contribute to whatever the outcome be. You will contribute to either win or loss, but you'll contribute to Michigan making a voice of who they want as president. And you by yourself is not going to do it. It's going to be other people that think like you. Now, if they all think like you and don't vote, then the person that you feel is better would not be president.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. So your vote counts because it goes to the bigger, broader picture of the piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad we brought up the voting thing too, because I want to it just reminded me of something I saw today. We was both getting ready to do this, and about Trump and his fake ass black voter outreach over the weekend. But I happened to see his rally in Wisconsin. Wisconsin, he called him, what he called him, a terrible place or something, whatever the fuck. But anyway,
yeah, he did.
On Saturday, he's reaching out to black people, so to speak, or so he claimed. He's in a black church. And today, he on a stage in Wisconsin, and if you think I'm lying, the receipts are on YouTube. Go see it. He talked about when he gets in office, he's going to invoke or trying to get passed voter ID laws, which will disenfranchise. I ain't even gonna say it's going to disenfranchise a lot of black people who don't. A lot of people don't have IDs, but there's a lot of poor white people in rural areas that don't have access to get what they need for ID either. So that's another way. He wants your vote. Basically, is what he's saying. I want your vote to get me in there, but once I get in there, I'm gonna take your goddamn vote.
Definitely don't give a fuck. Bro.
So y'all gotta see what they're saying. That's why the attacks are personal. That's why the attacks are vicious. Because look, we ain't nothing but two regular ass niggas from the hood. That's all we are. We two regular ass brothers from the hood.
Yeah.
But we know a little something about how this politics game works. And we know that I don't care what aspect of your life is, your work life, your health, your home life, where you live at, your community, everything is affected by who you vote or who you allow to be in office, from your county elected officials to your city officials to all the way up to the White House. It matters. So we're trying to hip you to the game that, look, get out there and vote.
Exactly.
If you don't vote, don't complain. That's all I got to say.
And trust me again, we appreciate everybody that tunes in and check us out, man. We just try and grow. You know what I'm saying? We're not YouTubers or live streamers and none of that shit. We are podcasters though. Mm-hmm. And podcasts that end up on live screen. So check us out, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Like, subscribe, follow us, man. Leave a message, man. We're going to engage with you for sure, because that's why we're here. You know what I'm saying, dog? If you know any MAGAs, any Republicans that's black that need to be corrected on a lot of fucking issues, bring them to our way, please. And thank you, so we can have this debate for the black culture for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? And like my man said, we got too many skins on the wall, so you can't tell us shit.
I got one announcement to make sure we go. I just seen this. Hey, we gonna send our condolences and a shout out to the great Willie Mays, who passed away at 93. Y'all know anything about baseball? Willie Mays was a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood.